found it. It washed ashore, as you said.
Good, but it's not a toy, Miss Page. Be careful with it.
I think I can handle it.
For your sake, I hope you will. Now, let's head back to the mansion. I'd like to get those answers you promised.
Sure.
Now then, why don't you get me up to speed on the situation?
The Overseers aren't just a story. We're pretty sure the culprit is one of them.
Why? Because of the emblem we found before?
The culprit left a ledger for Reuben and me to find. Inside was a note which basically confirmed that it's one of them.
What was in the note?
It's not for me to say.
You're not blowing smoke up my rear, are you?
Would I joke about something like this?
If that's really the truth, then this is indeed a very serious matter.
They are also really close to obtaining the last piece of the Genetica formula. Reuben is worried they might do something drastic to get it. He said it would be best to prepare ourselves if push comes to shove.
We cannot let the Overseers get their hands on the serum. The very thought sends shivers down my spine.
We'll stop them.
Huh. That would be the best case scenario. But is it realistic? I don't think so.
Not with that attitude. Oh, I think Reuben texted me.
What's wrong?
The last file has gone missing.
The last file? What does that mean?
Reuben had 3 files into which all the research on Genetica was split. If the last file is gone, it must mean that the culprit has all of them now.
Where is Reuben? We need to meet up with him ASAP.
1 second, I'll text him. He's in the security office.
Let's go. Reuben, Miss Page brought me mostly up to speed on the situation. I need confirmation from you. Does the culprit have all the information on Project Genetica?
I believe so.
God damn it. This is a matter of national security. We need to get those documents back immediately.
I know. I'm just trying to piece together how they found the last file.
Did you keep the 3rd file in the security office?
Yes. A couple of weeks ago, I asked Lucas to hide it in his room.
First things first. We need to establish a time frame during which the file was stolen. When was the last time you confirmed the file's location?
Today, early in the morning.
So it must have been taken rather recently. All right, I'll have a look around. Maybe I'll find something that could give us a hint.
We should all keep our eyes peeled.
I did find a brooch. I doubt it belonged to Lucas.
Can I have a look at it? This brooch, it's Mrs. Bird's. She wears it all the time.
When we spoke with her this morning, she was wearing it, wasn't she?
Back in the parlor? Yes. I believe Georgiana had the brooch on her.
If it is her brooch, she must have been here at some point during the day.
And she might have seen something.
I'll go and speak with her.
You go and do that, Miss Page. I'd like to ask Q a few questions myself. It's for the best if we split up to cover more ground.
Why do you want to question him?
I saw Q hanging around the garden during the day. I find the boy suspicious after all the lies he spouted about me.
Sam, knowing your relationship with Q, I don't think it's a good idea to leave the two of you alone.
Good point, Ruben. You should be there with them. You know, just in case.
Right. It's probably for the best. Sam, I'm coming with you.
Suit yourself.
Since that's settled, mind returning the brooch to me?
Right. Of course. Carla, let's meet up back in the dining hall after.
Roger that. Mrs. B, do you have a moment?
Of course, dear. I'm always here for you.
You were in Lucas's room today, right?
Yes, I was. How did you know?
I found your brooch in his room. Actually, you can have it back.
Oh my. I guess I did lose it while I was in Lucas's room.
Could you tell me why you were in there?
Of course, dear. I was doing my daily cleaning routine, and you might think it's a bit silly of me, but I usually spend some time speaking with Lucas while I'm there, too. I feel like it's the only place where he can hear me. But Carla, what is this really about?
Really, it should be Ruben to answer that, not me.
Understood. Hopefully, Ruben will fill me in on the details later. Dear, if you have any other questions, please don't be shy. I'll help in any way I can.
Maybe you saw someone suspicious during the day?
I did see a few people around while cleaning, but nothing that I could say was suspicious. Now that I think about it, I did see Jack sneaking around in the basement hall. At the time, I didn't think much of it. Figured he was sneaking more snacks out of the fridge. But now...
I think I got it. Thank you, Mrs. B. That was really helpful.
I'm glad I could help.
I should meet up with Ruben and the Admiral in the dining hall.
Sam, I'm glad I didn't let you go alone.
What are you talking about? He would have answered the questions just fine without you. Carla, did you talk with Mrs. Bird?
I did.
So, do you think we should put her on the list of suspects?
Not really. The only thing linking her to the crime is the brooch, which basically proves nothing. But she did give me another lead to follow. She saw Jax lurking around in the basement hall during the day.
Interesting. Q also mentioned that Jax was acting odd. Around the afternoon, he saw Jax entering his suite, said it looked like he was hiding something behind his jacket.
Apparently, Jax was coming in and out of his room rather often.
Did you speak with Jax about it?
No, Not yet. We wanted to meet up with you first.
Since we're all here and caught up, why don't we go and pay a visit to Mr. Trainer?
Let's start at his suite.
Jax, let us in.
Maybe he's not in?
He might be hiding out. There is only one way to know for sure.
Seems a bit excessive, Sam. Don't you think?
You can send me the bill later. Let's go in.
Great job, Sam. He's not here.
If not for me, we wouldn't have known that.
What would we do without you, Admiral? I appreciate your service.
I feel like you're being sassy with me again, Miss Page. But I'll let it slide this time.
Right. Well, Jax is probably somewhere in the mansion. We should split up and look for him.
You guys go ahead. I'll take a look around his room. There might be something here that can explain his behavior. Let me know once you find him.
Will do.
Jax, what are you up to? That's Janet's diary. Did Jax take it from her room? There has to be something else in here. Oh, I just got a text message.
We found him like this. He's completely knocked out.
That explains the empty bottle in his room.
Why on earth would he drink himself into a coma?
I think I have a pretty good idea. Ruben, I found a diary back in his suite. Take a look. It's Janet's. He probably read it.
Janet shared with me some of her thoughts about Jack's way of living before. Nothing pretty there. But they'd already split up. It shouldn't have made him spiral out of control like this.
It's the icing on the cake. I didn't tell you, but a few nights ago, Jack slept with Margot. Yesterday, he confessed to Janet.
Jax, why do you make such stupid choices in life?
From the looks of it, he seems remorseful.
People, this is getting us nowhere. It's highly unlikely that this mess is our culprit.
I doubt he could have pulled anything off in his current state.
Agreed, but he could have been a witness. We should at the very least try to sober him up. Well, until he can speak again.
Any bright ideas on how we can do that?
I have some electrolyte tablets down in the wine cellar. It could help him recover a bit faster. Though, even if he drinks them, it will take some time.
It's better than nothing.
The longer we wait, the more time we give the culprit to do God knows what. We need to restrain the culprit somehow.
I agree with the Admiral. We need to limit the culprit's movements.
Well, we could gather everyone in the dining hall. This way, we'll limit the culprit's movements and have eyes and ears on everyone.
With everyone in the same place, we might just be able to figure out who the culprit is.
I guess we don't have much of a choice.
Then it's settled. Sam, let's move Jackson to the dining hall. I'll text everyone to come there too. Carla, in the meantime, could you go grab the electrolyte tablets from the wine cellar?
I'm on it. I should probably prep it too. I need a glass of water. Kitchen it is. There might be some clean glasses in the dishwasher. Halfway there. Now to fill it up with water and drop one of the tablets in. Done and done. All that's left is to get Jax to drink it. I've prepped the electrolyte drink.
Excellent. Pass it over. I'll make sure Jax drinks every single drop of it. Miss Page, help me sit him up straight.
Sure.
I need the glass empty, boy. Time to prove your mettle. Good job.
Well, I guess it'll be some time before it takes effect.
Don't hold your breath. Reuben, when is everyone getting here?
I just sent the last message. Hopefully, they'll be here soon.
What happened to Jax? Is he all right?
One too many drinks by the look of it.
Disregarding the lump of flesh on the table? Mind explaining what we're all doing here?
I will once everyone's here. But we are missing Janet.